خودپسند از درد ناخواستن، خفته در سودای برپا خواستن. خنده ام غمناکی بیهوده‌ای، ننگم از دلپاکی بیهوده‌ای. غربت سنگینم از دلدادگیم، شور تند مرگ در همخوابگی. 20 years after enduring freedom operation which conducted by the US and the NATO allies in Afghanistan, so the world is free of Al-Qaeda. Well, as they say, as they told you. And the world is free of Bin Laden, sure, because he's been killed. But what Afghanistan achieved, what we achieved in Afghanistan, what we achieved right now is killing, torturing journalists, torturing photojournalists, torturing artists, and all other intellectuals part of Afghanistan that they are doing and they were doing a lot for Afghanistan. Killing innocent people, genociding Hazaras, Uzbeks, Tajiks, even Pashtuns. And this is what we get from this operation after 20 years. Today is 11 September. The main reason that the NATO and the US came to Afghanistan and fought, and they deceived us. They promised us that they will make the country in a right way. But is this right way right now in Afghanistan? I accept our situation. I accept our responsibility. What we did, I know what Afghanistan and our people and our politicians made mistakes. I completely accept that. But who had the power to change everything in Afghanistan? Who brought money and all power in Afghanistan to change everything there for the future, for human rights, for women's rights? It was the US and NATO allies. This is undoubtable. So what's going right now? Everybody here, they know what's going on right now in Panjshir. As an example, Taliban forcibly tried to kick out, to exile people from their own home. And they give those homes to Punjabis from Pakistan. Is this our result from fighting against terrorism? Is this that justice that people were talking and Westerners was promising us? So if we are not free, no one will be free. Everybody knows that. Well, the situation is really out of control. We don't know what to do. They are panicked too. Your country also panicked because they left their embassy in the 15th of August without telling even their staff because they were in panic. But who have the most responsibility here in Afghanistan? You had all the technology there. You were controlling everything in Afghanistan. How you didn't know that President Ghani will betray all of us and all of you? We had 3 elections, all fraud. 2009, 2014, and 2018. Who support fraud? NATO and US and all Western countries. We were talking to you. We were shouting what our demand was, but you didn't listen. And you cannot get away from this responsibility now. You cannot close your borders and nobody can come in from Afghanistan. It's not possible. Well, unfortunately, I have only 5 minutes, so one solution I can bring you here. I covered war for 20 years in Afghanistan. So I know everything was going on that operation. I know where American or NATO betrayed. I know where Afghan government made mistake, and I know how Taliban violated human rights and women's rights. Now, unfortunately, if we want or not, we have only one option, and that option is to support the resistance group. That's the only way. If we want Afghanistan to be existed or find any solution, we have to support the resistance group right now. You gave all of the supports, all the money, all the weapons, $3 trillion from their own taxpayers in the hand of Taliban now. And Taliban now is the most horrible, powerful terrorist group in the world. You don't feel any threat? I'm sure you do. So once again, you cannot forget Afghanistan. It is 20 years after. You cannot forget Afghanistan. In 40 years, you cannot forget Afghanistan. If you forget Afghanistan, you have to respect and expect another 9/11. Thank you.